So we have just entered in the NFDRS 2016 fuel models into a station and done the ENRR recalculation over the past several years. Took about 10 minutes to get that done. We'd looked at what it looked like in the DIDX and the observations beforehand. Now we're going to see what the difference is afterwards. So after we do the recalculation, change the time frame on here a little bit. So I'm using the same station. DIDX is the screen. I'm just going to look at the past 10 days or so to see what I see. And so key here is the N of the Nelson observations are different from the R, which is the normal records. You can see the Y model in there. It's in there twice because it's in there once for ERC and once for BI. And again, some of the keys are the fuel moisture values should be different. You can see that these are all frozen and showing the appropriate values. The 1, 10, 100, and 1,000 hour values should all be different. Between the legacy ones are going to be a certain value and the new ones are going to be a little bit different. Again, the X1000 will be nulled out for the NFDRS 2016 fuel models. Everything else is looking pretty good. This time, however, we do actually have computed staffing levels and adjective ratings back through the period that we recalculated this for. So in theory, you could look at the staffing level, you could look at the staffing level and adjective rating back over an extended period of time. And there are some differences in there to see how changing fuel models impacted that particular metric that you might be using for decision making. That's just one way to see how things work. So this is a sign of a successful recalculation when you have numbers in here that look decent. They're reflective of the hourly data. You're not seeing X1000. You see decimal point and you see staffing level and the adjective rating configured in there. One more look at another screen before we move on. DIDM gives us another perspective. Again, we'll look at the same 10 days or so here. Make sure to select all models or you might not see your 2016 varieties. So you see a little different flavor here. You see when the snow flag is on. The snow flag is set at this station since the 28th, so it shows all blue. You see the Nelson versus the regular records in there as well. Again, kind of the same thing with all the fuel moisture story. One of the keys here, though, too, is you're seeing a GSI value and a GSI woody and GSI herbaceous value. You're only going to see these for the NFDRS 2016 fuel models. These will be 0 for all the others. So again, these are signs you've correctly entered your NFDRS 2016 fuel model in for this station. You've done a recalculation. You're able to see the results in both the DIDM and DIDX displays.